Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time for you to align and become the highest and the best version of yourself. It is your season. This is the time. This is the reason you came here to manifest. You came here to create some incredible things, and the universe is ready for you to align with that vibration. And let me tell you something. They are done. They are so sick of you pretending like you are not the creator of your reality, that you are not subjugated to unofficial rules of the universe, that you, my friend, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful divine light being, that you are merely a human being existing on this celestial planet, which is the absolute opposite of what you really are. You are a soul, a divine light being, an energy that was made from the same things that stars and planets and universes and solar systems. There are over 160 billion with a B solar systems. And you chose to incarnate on Earth in this timeline and in this reality. And baby, welcome to the party. I'm Michelle Juanita Lamont, and if this is your first time tuning in, welcome to Manifesting Miracles and Manifesting Miracles podcast with Michelle J. Lamont. The manifesting podcast that makes it easy for you to digest, swallow, and switch to the higher vibrational reality in which you came here to co-collaborate with the creator of everything. Now, who am I? I'm a manifestation master, author, speaker, and coach, award-winning podcast host, and YouTuber. I coach people, I lead courses, and I help you figure out how to manifest the wildest and the best reality possible, but it's gonna take some courage, baby. And this show is all about the courageous you. It's all about the proud you. It's all about the powerful you. It's about the goddess you, about the God you, about the powerful divine light being that resides in this reality with you. You know what I know? I call him God. G-O-D, you can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. And trust me, God does not care. All you did was to come here, was to bring light to the planet, to help move energy, and to have some fun, right? And so many of us take manifesting so seriously, and we get so caught up on the reality in which we're currently living, and it makes it really impossible for us to actually create in a reality that allows us to be connected to the limitlessness of this universe. You see, one of the greatest realizations of my life was understanding that it wasn't that I was intimidated about, well, let's put it to you this way. One of the greatest realizations of my life was understanding that I didn't need to fear that I wasn't powerful enough to accomplish all of the things that I wanted to accomplish. It was realizing that I was more powerful than I was willing to accept, that my abilities were only limited to the ideology and the thinking that I had. Now, you might think that because I'm on a podcast and because I've achieved so many things in life that my life has been pretty cookie cutter or simple, or maybe that I just am made out of something that you're not. And I'm here to tell you, I always forget to set my timer. Sorry, guys. And I'm here to tell you that this concept that you have committed yourself to is crushing your ability to manifest things into your reality. It is deleting your ability to understand and exercise. I had to turn off the air conditioning. To understand and exercise yourself to a point and to a space where when you start to think about creating things in this reality, you let go of the details because you understand that you are so powerful when you co-collaborate with the creator of everything. And one of the things that was really difficult for me to express or pass on was that, and to others, and people always say, but you've made such bold choices and you've done so many fearless things, like you've lived in 3 countries, you've been to 19, you've started and succeeded in 3 different industries, you have TED Talk, you have books, you have this, you have that. But I was also living in fear for 80% of my life. I was in fear of being homeless again. I was in fear of, let's have a conversation about it, all the fears that I had. I was in fear that the money that I was going to make would not come. I was in fear that I was going to be fired. I was in fear that somebody was going to terminate me. I was in fear um, that people would find out how I grew up. I was in fear of so much of being Michelle that I had to force this other personality to take over. And she was an evil freaking bitch. Okay. And I know people are like, oh, I've known you my whole life. I've never known you to be that way. Yeah, well, you only known a certain version of me, the one that I let you see. I would always hide behind my anger. I would always hide behind my history. I would always hide behind my excuses and my limiting ideas. And I was just a big fucking bully. I bullied this version of me to shut up. I bullied this version of me to stay in the wrong marriage. I bullied this version of me to not go after the career I actually desired. I bullied this version of me into being so upset and hating herself so much that it would take a fucking box of wine to just normalize my day. And I say all this to you in hopes that you understand that I'm not out here trying to say that, you know, you have to have all these things in life to find out who you really are and what you want. Let's say that your life has been pretty average or pretty normal, and you are in a career, in a marriage, in a relationship, maybe even a mother and you didn't want to be, maybe a dad and you didn't want to be. And now what? You're living this false reality, and so you're going to create more false reality. And the truth about it is that there's been times that I know that you can relate to me in this situation where you've looked at what you just did and you think like, why would I fucking do that? I actually hate that person and I just fought so hard to be a part of their life. Why? And I get that. And I'm going to invite you to think another thought right now. The reason that you had to endure that situation and be with that person or be in that relationship was so that you could get out of it and see the clarity that you receive from walking away from it. You see, staying small is never going to work. It's never. You were made from the same creator that created everything. And that limitless energy is just radiating inside of you, and it's waiting to be released, and it's waiting to manifest in this reality. You came here to co-collaborate. You came here to persevere. You came here to break ancestral bonds. You came here to align yourself in a vibration and a frequency that is going to help you co-collaborate some of the most beautiful things in this world. I love all the poets and the singers. I love the painters and the actors. I love the hairdressers who dedicate their life to you being beautiful. The estheticians, the makeup artists, the nail techs, the nurses, the doctors. Fuck it. I just love you guys. I love everybody, you know. And if you were driving slow on Beach Drive the other day and I went around you and I was angry, I apologize. I'm not perfect and I'm a terrible driver. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, I want you to understand that whenever you read these books about people who have passed on, right? Like, so they not passed on, excuse me, that they had a near death experience, NDE. The same thing, no matter what their socioeconomic background is, no matter what their ideology was, who their parents are, or even what country they subjugated from. Everybody says that you start to go through this tunnel where even the things that were the most painful, the things that, oh God, we should never have to forgive. That we see them in love. We see our suffering in love. We see our pain in love. We see our losses in love. And we see why we had to endure them so we could expand. Everybody's playing a part. This is your reality. You're creating it. Stop pretending that you're not. Stop pretending that the fear of living in a large way and taking up all the oxygen and all the room is hard. And not for you, they just proved the other day, this is the year 2022, I'm on Earth. And they just proved here that the universe is fucking expanding. It's getting bigger. So if there was ever a time to take up some fucking space, it's right fucking now! You are not coming here to stay small, to play small, to be the victim of anything. You're not here to help somebody else manifest their reality. You are here to help you manifest your reality. You are loved, you are protected, and you are worthy. You are so special. You're so protected. There is absolutely nothing that is going to come out of you pretending that this is the life that you came here to do. I love Dolores Cannon. If you haven't checked out Dolores Cannon or Abraham Hicks, please check them out. They're great resources. So is Dr. Joe Dispenza, Marianne Williamson. The list just goes on and on and on. Laura Lynn Jackson, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra, Jay Shetty. And so what was it about you coming in this timeline that was so valuable to your soul? Was it to live this limited, crushing ideology, or was it to take some fucking risks, to get out there, out into the world, to see things that you've never seen, to experience life on an entire new dimensional plane? Yes, 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 yes. What if in the review of your life, you're standing there and you're looking and your guides and your ancestors are at the end and they're like, yeah, we'll be with you in just a second. You need to get through the review, right? And now you're sitting there and they're like, all right, here you come. You're shooting out of the badge. Ah! Wow! I'm here. It's cold. It sucks. Wait, did somebody just hit me on my ass? Yeah, we want to make sure you're awake. I'm awake. From that moment until you're in the review is what happens in between. And the fear and the doubt and the insecurity and the lies and the dimensionality that you're living in right now is false. It is false. It is false. It is false. And they show these near-death experience people talk about it over and over and over again. And they say that they do this review, okay? And what they find in the review is they say, oh my God, remember how we kept pushing you to sing along on the radio and to sing in the shower? And we told, this person said you were a fabulous singer, and this person said you were a fabulous singer, and this person said you were a fabulous singer. And then you just decided that you would only sing along with other people. Well, you came here to be Beyonce of your time, but you didn't step up. So you worked where you worked, you lived how you lived, and you did what you did. Do you want to go back down again and try it again? And then you become a life path 2 and a life path 3 and a life path 4 and 5 and 6 and 8 and 9 and 11 and 22 and 33 until you just say, okay, like Earth wasn't for me. And God looks at you and says, but child, beautiful divine light being, I gave you every indicator that everything was going to be okay if you had jumped off the cliff. I walked with you. I carried you. I heard your prayers. I sent you all those little signs. And still you doubted. And still you didn't have the faith. And then And then I put some bold ass fucking shit into this bitch, Michelle Juanita Lamont. And you listen to her podcast every single day. And you didn't change one thing. Not one risk was taken. Not one fear was resolved. Why? And then you look at the energy and you said, well, because everything that I'd ever done had ever failed. And everybody told me that I couldn't, and I didn't have enough money, and I couldn't support my family, and I couldn't support my life, and I couldn't have any of those things, so I chose security. You chose security of the most unsecure thing on earth. Humans. Humans. The most fucked up, flawed species that has ever been created. We have total free will to forget that we are badass creators. And the more that we start to overcome this sense that we're living in a 3D reality and that we're not celestial beings waiting to come down into this lifetime, really just trying to step out of the comfort and go into the fear and step into it and say, ha ha, fuck you, fear. I know my worth. I know exactly who I am. I'm a divine light being, and I am going to throw caution to the wind. Or you can stay where you are and allow human beings, humans, to tell you your net worth, to tell you what you're valued, to tell you that you are limited, that you are small, that you're not worthy, that you're not pretty enough. That you're too fat, that you're too dumb, that you're the wrong everything. And for whatever reason, well, I know why. I'm going to send you some love right now because of that. I love you. 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 And I want you to replace every lie that's been said and you've swallowed. Every earful of lies, every painful beating, every bruise, every broken bone, and every broken soul, and every broken heart within you and within the listening audience that can hear me. When you live in fear, you are handing your life over to the darkest and the most dense energy of the entire motherfucking solar system. And these near-death people, they always talk about the review of life, okay? And how you created all these situations before you came here so you could work out these different things so you could expand and bring more glory into the world and bring more light into the universe and to prove that light is stronger than dark. Because staying small serves nobody and manifests nothing. Staying small serves nobody and manifests nothing. Staying small serves nobody. Nobody. And manifests nothing. Baby, do you know how precious you are? I want you to start showing up, knowing your value. I want you to start manifesting your worth by taking some risks. If where you are right now is so safe, why can't you go back to it? It's not that you're having imposter syndrome. It's not that you don't have the qualifications. It's not that this is the wrong time. It's not that you don't have the money. It's that you are living in fear. You're living in their reality that they taught you to live in. They is the people who are achieving success while you are living in mediocrity. And I don't talk about money. I don't talk about manifesting money. I do in my courses and I do in my one-on-one coaching. Because I would rather you go and explore the world than own it. It's more powerful to go plant trees and volunteer somewhere and save some animals and help protect our environment. But I live in the United States. It's a capitalistic community, as I'm being told over and over again. And the things that I think people should care about, nobody really does. So here we are. And what is it that I care about? Well, I care about you. I care that you're a soul in my timeline and you believe that the fear is stronger than your faith. You see, you can only have one master here. There's only one master, fear of faith. There's only one way to go, fear of faith. There's only one thing that you can say yes or no to, fear of faith. And my name is Michelle Juanita Lamont. And I refuse to live in fear any fucking longer. I was so scared to be me. I used to hide behind so many things. Alcohol, lies, insecurity, doubt, shame, anger, revenge. I get it. I just don't want it for you. I want you to remember what your childlike you would think of you right now. Remember when you dreamed? Remember when you created? Remember when you had hope? You see, you have to start showing up in that higher version so you can align with that. You have to show up in your higher version. You have to start taking some risks and be fearful and live an unconventional life. If you want really great things, you're not going to be the cookie cutter person. Your life is so short and your dreams are so big. Let's match the dreams with the risks. Let's say fuck fear all the way and yes to faith. Having the faith of a mustard seed is not just a beautiful scripture and a wonderful ideology. It's who you came here to be. You came here to understand way more than you think you are. You came here to endure way more than you think you can. And you came here to create way more than you realized. It's all a virtual reality of sense. But don't go into the metaverse, because if you do, they got you. Just put down the video games and put your feet in some earth. Put down the food and get some exercise. Although I'm an eater, this girl loves to eat. But I also spend about 60% of my time outside, just the door open and going in my backyard and dolphins coming or boats coming or whatever it is. But I used to spend all my time inside just glued to Netflix or glued to Dateline or some kind of bullshit about people who are getting murdered and all that kind of stuff. And until I understood how important having a clean, energetic aura was, I operated in the same modalities that everybody else is operating in. And I want to help you break free from these chains. I want to help you find the key to the handcuffs that have been chained and locking you down, the albatross around your neck that's pulling you down to the bottom of the ocean. You see, you are a very protected and valued soul. And everybody is fighting for your attention. And when the dark has all of your attention, they won't let go. You're a piece of shit. You can't get that. Who's ever going to love you? Who's going to hire you? Who's going to work with you? Who's going to fuck you? Nobody. You piece of shit. And then a little bit of light comes in the room. And then a little bit more and a little bit more. You see, this is why I ask you, no, I beg you to please send my YouTube or podcast to 5 people that you know. Because those people send it to other people and send it to other people. And then the right person who is contemplating some terrible things or dealing with some unbelievable pressure find some hope and peace and answers within my podcast library. And you can listen to these podcasts every single day and get something different out of the same one 10 times. Showing and knowing your value and resisting the temptation to live in a fearful reality is going to expand you into an unbelievable place in your life. And just when you really have the most fear is when you have to really push on. And if you don't know how to get there, I want you to give me a call. I offer 1 hour and 90-minute sessions. But for living in a fearful reality is never going to help you create. I want to push you past that barrier. I want you to meet some of your spiritual best friends and sign up for my next group class at michellejlamont.com. But if all of those options are gone, or perhaps you're listening to this and I'm not on this planet anymore, I beg of you to say, fuck fear, and start believing that you can manifest your worth. You are so worthy. You are so protected. You are so loved. It's so hard. This world sucks sometimes. I get on these calls and I hear all the people. I want to live my dream, Michelle. I want to follow my heart. But I don't know how to have compassion for people anymore. I just fucking hate everything. I want to be a person who believes in miracles, but I've lost it. I want to fall in love, but everybody's hurt me so much. I get it. But I'm going to ask you to hold on. I'm going to beg you to please push through. I offer free 15-minute calls. Call me. Don't live in that limited bubble of fear any fucking longer. It's drowning you. It's killing you. It's taking the light from you. It's making you sick. It's making you tired. It's making you old. It's making you angry. And it's putting you closer to worshiping the dark energy instead of the light and the faith. And I love you. I love you. I love you. You are so loved. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're my best friend. And I want you to succeed. I want you to win. I wish I could just give it all to you right now, right here. But I can't. You have to do it for yourself. Please. Show up knowing that you are 10 times more valuable than any fucking bank account. You are 10 times more valuable than whatever car, whatever house, whatever beauty mark, whatever fats, whatever. You are a divine light being. And fear is a fucking liar. And you're not going to live in that reality any longer because you are loved and you are protected. And I beg you on my hands and my knees, please, don't do this anymore. It's time for you to break free and to live big. Go big or go home. And you know where home is, so you better go big. I love you. 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 It's time for me to wrap up because the energy has just taken over my life. And I always forget that I'm on the stupid YouTube. Sorry, I love YouTube. I'm on the awesome YouTube, which is a total fear of mine, being on YouTube, by the way. So please go support it. Just go to YouTube and type in Michelle J. Lamont and follow me, subscribe to me. I don't care if you watch me on YouTube. But share this energy. All my tears. Share this space with me. I need you. We need you. We need you. The planet needs you. Your family needs you. Your friends need you. Your future family needs you. Your future friends, your future lovers. all the things that you're going to create. We all need you to face your fear and to say that I believe in me more than I believe in fear. I believe in my faith more than fear. That darkness is not going to be my dominant driver. And it's time for me to wrap up, you guys. So producers, it's time to cue the music. But I want you to hear this right now. I love you. I want you to manifest your miracles. I want you to know that you're worthy. I want you to sit and enjoy your life. I want you to be happy. I want you to be a creator. I don't want you to live and die and cow and look at that window and say, holy shit, I could have done what? You are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of your reality. Start acting accordingly. All right, let's wrap this up. My name is Michelle Juanita Lamont, and you've been listening to Manifesting Miracles, the podcast that makes manifesting easy. And it is time for you to align with your highest self and manifest your miracles. So go out there today and manifest your miracles. Yes.